Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to yet another late night live stream. Thank you all for joining me. And as you saw in the title, we're going to be reviewing your camera rigs tonight. So this should be a ton of fun. I always love seeing, excuse me, I just downed some Mountain Dew. So this is real, this is live. Sorry, I'm burping on the live stream already. Anyways, I love to see the camera rigs that you guys build. It's just a ton of fun to see what the community is doing, and some of your rigs really impress me and give me a lot of ideas that I've never thought of. So I'm really excited to do it. I've already got a couple submissions, and if you're just joining the live stream or hearing about this right now, then submit your camera rig photos right now on Instagram at Chadwin. DM me right there, and I will put it into the live stream as long as you get it in during this next little bit. We're going to be streaming for about an hour or so, depending on how many submissions we get. So please submit them now, if it's not too late, I guess I should say. So let's check out the comments, see how everyone's doing tonight. Welcome in. What's up, Fly with the Guys? I saw your photo submission. I'm excited to review that. I'm trying to remember, have we reviewed one of yours in the past? I feel like we have, so I'm excited to see the changes to it, but correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we have, maybe. Ancla Films, what's up? How you doing? Let's see. Fly with the Guy says he's waiting for it to start. Yeah, sorry. It's kind of a last minute thing. I had to get a couple things pulled together to get it started here. Falmisino. Sorry, I mess up the usernames all the time. What's up? How you doing? And Fly with the Guys is saying, no, we haven't reviewed his rig yet. Okay. Well, I'm awesome. I'm happy we get to review it. Awesome. Thanks for joining. So this should be a ton of fun. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the live chat throughout this, answer your comments and everything like that. So please, if you like what you're seeing from other people, definitely, start commenting on their rigs, put all your questions there. We'll talk about that. This is going to be really chill, laid back. So definitely, let's just keep the comments going on everyone's camera rigs, and please keep it polite. Try not to trash anyone's rig. Everyone starts somewhere. So I see a couple new requests popping in. I will be looking over here from now and then to grab your guys' photo submissions and just pull them off of Instagram. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not, ignoring you guys. There's a couple new ones popping in right now. So get those downloaded. It's not too late. Submit your photos right now. There's a better chance that they get in if you submit them early. So got a couple new ones I'm excited to share with you guys. Let's check it out. Let's jump right into it. I know a bunch of you are already here in the stream waiting, so let me see if I can get this up and rolling. All right, here we go. Let's get right to the first camera rig. Let's see. Hopefully this works. All right, so got Photoshop open here. And this first camera rig submission, I believe this one is from username on Instagram, The Life of Carter. So let me see if I could just type that in. Well, that's huge. The Life of Carter, so you guys know who we're reviewing throughout this, and this is like massive text, so sorry. Let me make it a little smaller for you guys. Put his up right there. There we go. All right, so let's check this thing out. Looks like a really sweet rig already right off the bat. Some of you guys messaged in what the parts and pieces were. I can't remember. Life of Carter, if you're in the chat, please leave it below so I can check it out. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this is a Sony Alpha camera. But I could be wrong. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is. It's a little bit disguised. And I had to zoom in a lot because the photo was a little bit far out. But let's see what we can do here. See if I can draw on this. All right, so here we go. Looks like he's got the Tilta matte box on there, which, we love. I see a ton of those on rigs. They're pretty affordable. I think they're $100. They got the Nucleus Nano, for getting that wireless follow focus. That looks great. He's doing, output to the Atomos Ninja V. And it looks like he hasn't plugged in the HDMI cable yet, but that's okay. It's probably just getting it rigged out. It's got a sweet side handle here. I'm not sure who this one's made by. Let me know in the comments. What is the side handle there? I'm not familiar with it. It'd be great to know. Let's see, he's got a big V-mount battery in the back. That's great. You're going to get all day battery life with that, which is of course great. Nice to see that. And let's see, it looks like the cage, I can't tell for sure. Doesn't look like a small rig cage. Looks like another company, I'm not positive. But yeah, this is a great looking rig. It looks pretty compact. Nothing's like too tall, which is a thing that I see frequently is people make their camera rigs like really tall, and then it's just like bad. There's no good low center of gravity. But I wish I could see another angle here. It looks like there's a top handle that the monitors must be attached to. Can't say for sure from this angle, but it looks like you're probably able to grip it from the top there, and then it has a nice balance with the monitor versus the V-mount there. I think that's great. One thing I would say that you could upgrade on this, if you want to, is get the new Tilta, well, I guess it's not totally new, but the Tilta Nucleus Nano focus grip. I've done a couple reviews of it on the channel. So that way you kind of actually can get rid of this wheel down here, and you can put the grip on the side here. So you can actually do it with the Airy rosette, which I see you have for this connection. And then you can pull focus with just your finger right here. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just making crazy drawings on the live stream here. But yeah, so you could do that all right here, and then you can pull focus without ever taking your hand off the rig. It's a little bit harder with the wheel on the side there to get a really nice firm grip on the rig. But when you're using it actually with that side handle, with the focus wheel, you just turn your finger and it's really easy to get focus. So yeah, I think this is a great looking rig though. Thank you for submitting it. And it looks like you probably run a continuous power to your monitor as well, because you've got the little dummy battery adapter in there. So I bet when you've got the cables plugged in, then it runs back to the V-mount here. So yeah, awesome rig. Thank you, The Life of Carter, for submitting. This looks awesome. This is a great looking rig. All right, so jump back into the comments here for a second, see what's going on before I get too carried away. Let's see, I think I put the comments right over the Photoshop there. So sorry, you guys are gonna see that pop in. Let's see. So, comments. Micah Foster says, and I'm trying to find a good place to put the comments because they're like, the screen is huge and I don't want to be looking too far away from you guys. So, Micah Foster says, beginner question about tripods. So, kind of off topic, but that's okay. We're happy to answer all the questions here. He says, I have a thumb screw lock on an old junk one. Getting a new one now, but I was wondering, twist lock or flip lock legs? Oh, okay. Yeah, the ultimate debate, right, for tripod legs. You want them to flip open and close to lock down the legs, or the twist lock. For me, it is the flip up lock legs all day. I hate the twist leg ones because you never know. Do I spin it to the left to tighten, or do I spin it to the right to tighten? It drives me absolutely crazy trying to figure that out and get it tightened correctly. So I would definitely say flip lock legs. That's the way to go for me. Much easier. So yeah, great question. Let's see. I'm trying to, again, keep this open so you guys can see, but let's take a look at the other camera rigs here now. Sorry, it's like so hard to balance the Photoshop, the submissions, and the comments, but stay with me, guys. We're going to make it happen. So switching back into Photoshop now, and let's go check out our submission from the Orlando guy, who I know is here in the live stream. Thank you again for your submission. So let's see, put your name up here. The Orlando guy. So now the font is teeny tiny. It was huge before. Now it's so small. See if I can make that a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. So it's got a sweet looking rig here. It looks like a Sony Alpha camera, maybe a A7S. It's hard to tell exactly what it is from this angle. Let me see. Say A7S something. Let me know. What is it? Orlando guy, you're here. I know. Which camera is that? Let me see if I could zoom in. See, I don't. It looks like one of the Sony Alpha cameras, but it's hard to say because that little record button there. Is this the A7S III? I think they added the record button. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is a great looking rig. It looks like you've got a nice top handle on there. This looks like the NATO rail mount. Is that what is going on here? Looks like a NATO rail mount. Let me see. See if I can draw on this. Yeah, good looking top handle. I like that. Obviously, you've got a big battery supply back here. And this is cool. I think a lot of guys really like doing this. Instead of doing a V-mount battery, they do 2 Sony NPF batteries on a little plate on the back that stands, you know, straight up and down like this. That way you can do hot swaps of batteries. So if you're using a V-mount battery and it goes dead on you in the middle of a long shoot or interview or a live, you know, session or whatever it is, obviously the camera dies and you can't just hot swap that V-mount battery. But the great thing about this is you can just take off one of the dead Sony NPFs and switch it out for another one. So that does make it really nice to do those hot swaps right in the middle of a shoot. I love that. My only issue with the Sony NPF batteries myself is that they don't have the best battery life personally. Usually one V-mount battery just lasts so long for me and they charge pretty quick. Whereas the Sony NPFs for me, like I swear I have to charge them like for half a day for them to get up and running. But yeah, let's see here. We've got a magic arm. It looks almost like 2 magic arms. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I see like seeing 2, or is that 1 put together? I can't tell. Rocking the magic arms. I've talked about this on the video or like on the channel on so many different videos before. Not a fan of magic arms. So just buy the tiny little small rig mounts that can go in the front, and it mounts right on the front of your top handle, and then you can attach your monitor to it. They're pretty cheap. I think they're like $30 on Amazon, and it allows you to tilt the monitor without it spinning or rotating off or anything with these little magic arms. Yeah, it's hard to tell from this photo. I think you sent another angle. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we got a second angle here. Trying to see what this magic arm is doing. You've got like, let's see if I can see if I can actually draw on this. It won't let me draw on it. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so you've got this magic arm and then you have this one. Not sure what those, like what this bigger one is doing. I know one's connecting the monitor. But yeah, just throw that little mount on there and that'll save you so much headache there from this monitor spinning off. And then we've got the Nucleus Nano here, kind of on the side. Obviously, I love the Nucleus Nano. We were just talking about it on the last rig. What I would say is see if you could try to get it sideways. It's really hard to pull focus with it like up on top like that. I'm kind of thinking maybe you did that so that you can get your hands on the grip and then like reach your finger up there and pull focus. I don't know. Maybe you're gripping here and then reaching up. What I would say is, again, the Tilta Nucleus Nano side focus grip. It works with the Nucleus Nano. It plugs directly into it, and it works fantastic. So you can keep your grip on the rig and then pull focus. That's what I would do if you can, or try and get this thing straight up and down. Laying sideways, like laying like that, is going to be a little bit difficult to pull focus, at least from what I've found. Let's see what else we got going. Yeah, I mean, that looks like the Sony a7S III. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, fly with the guys. Maybe he jumped out of the stream. But yeah, let's see. So what else is going on with the rig here? Got a nice big best view monitor here. It looks like it's one of the 7-inch monitors, so you can really clearly see everything that you're doing. I like that. And then you have a little like Rode Rycote shotgun microphone, it looks like. So you can capture those sounds that are close to the camera. Maybe you can use as sound effects or something in your video. For me, it's not always the most necessary because usually I'm recording my audio with a lavalier if I'm doing an interview, or a boom microphone to get it really close. This kind of microphone, depending on where your subject is, let's say your subject's even right here. Look at these beautiful art skills. Yeah, so let's say your subject's here. Even this audio is just not going to be that good. It's going to be really roomy and echoey. So something like this for me is really just to get scratch audio, which I found that the scratch audio directly in the camera is usually good enough if you're syncing it up with another audio source. So yeah, I'd say you probably could do without that, but totally up to you. Let's see what else we got going on the rig. I like this side grip. It looks like a really nice color. It looks like a small rig one, possibly, not positive, but good looking thing there. And then, you know, got it on a tripod. Can't tell what tripod it is. Almost looks like a Benro one or maybe Manfrotto. But yeah, this is a good looking rig, man. I like it. Those couple recommendations that I had for you, you know, maybe take a look into that side focus handle and putting the monitor onto one of those little monitor mounts from small rigs. You can mount it right to the front and get rid of these these magic arms. They're like something that I try to avoid. Man, how crazy does my drawings look like on the live stream? I'm sure it just looks crazy right now. So yeah, thank you though for submitting. The Orlando guy, I love it. I love having you guys submit these photos. I get to see your comments on different videos, and then it's a lot of fun to see you guys like kind of I don't know, in not in real life, but you know what I'm saying, see you guys, talk to you guys on the live stream, see the equipment that you're working with. It just makes it a lot of fun. So thank you for submitting that. All right, let's see here. Micah Foster says, okay, thank you. He's talking about the tripod. He says, that's what several people have been saying, so I'm going to go with that. Yeah, so the little clamp locks for tripods. Yeah, totally agree. And Deckdon says it's the A7S III. Yeah, definitely is. Orlando guy's camera is the A7S III. I can see the logo here now. It was just kind of hard to tell before exactly which alpha camera it was. And Falmasino, I'm laughing because he says, no, there's a magic arm. And yeah, we try to avoid those when we can. All right, let me check really quick. Make sure that I'm not missing any of your guys' Instagram submissions. I know I've got a couple new ones coming in. So let me see. All right, I'm going to load these in really quickly, and then we're going to get to the next one. So if you're hanging out waiting for yours, don't worry. We will definitely get to it. I've got a couple coming in, and we're about to get to yours, I'm sure. So here we go. All right. Okay, so the next camera rig here that we're going to review is from Jake and Bake 360 on Instagram. I like the username. That's fun. Jake and Bake, like shake and bake. All right, let's see if I can actually draw on this. Let me see. Sometimes it just does not let me rasterize the image so I can actually draw on it for some reason. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Bear with me while I'm operating Photoshop, a live stream, chats, and incoming videos. It's a little bit to balance. All right, so this looks good. Looks like we've got a Lumex. This must be like a GH4 or GH5. Let me know in the comments below, Jake and Bake, what we're working with here. Put up your username, Jake and Bake 360. All right, so yeah, it looks like something like that. So this is a nice looking rig here, and basically we've got a nice top handle to start it off. Interestingly enough, let's see the camera cage. Can't tell exactly which one this is. Might be a small rig one. Looks similar to a lot of the stuff that they make. So you got a nice cage on there. I really like the look of this top handle. This is pretty cool. Really nice design, and just screws down on the top of the cage. So this should be a good firm connection. And then it looks, yeah, this looks like one of the small rig top handles that has like the push button start on there. I can see the button right there, which is really nice to start and stop your recording without actually going down to the camera and turning it on. So I think that's really cool. I haven't tested it out yet, but I see you've got the cable here, which looks like it must run back to the camera so you can start and stop recording. So that's really cool. We've got a nice side grip on there. This one's also from Small Rig that I'm familiar with. I know it's like their metal, kind of metal and rubber grip. That looks really nice. Just on the side there, looks like it's got like the airy locating pins. So good firm connection. And then of course you've got one of the Rode like Rycote shotgun microphones. Again, kind of like what I talked about in the last one. Let me know in the comments, guys, you know, why you put the shotgun microphones on there. I would love to know. I personally never put them on my camera rig anymore. I don't, but I see them on most rigs, and I do these rig builds, and everyone always like complains in the comments, where's the mic? Where's the mic? Freaking out. Like, dude, the whole rig, and he didn't even put a mic on it. And like I said, I record everything with either a lavalier or a boom microphone. So using that shotgun microphone is just not useful for me unless like maybe I was doing like a street interview and I didn't want to like lob someone up or something, and I didn't want to like have a handheld, and I just wanted them like staring right at the camera, like within like 2 feet to get a decent audio maybe. But yeah, I always wonder, maybe it's just, I don't know. There's good internal audio on these cameras if you need scratch that you can then sync up with your better audio if you record it separately or whatever. So yeah, I always wonder what that's about. Let me know. And then yes, we've got a nice, tilting monitor mount here. I'm not 100% familiar with this this top handle. I haven't used it before, but I do wonder if on the front here, if it has any threads, if it has like airy locating pins. Whoops, I'm going all over the place. Like I can see right here on the back of it. If it has that, you can use the other small rig monitor mount and mount it to the front of the handle so that it doesn't get that extra height. It lowers the center of gravity, and then you don't have to worry about it coming off with a cold shoe, because it looks like you have it tightened down with a cold shoe mount. See if I can zoom in so you guys can see, but I think you have it mounted on a cold shoe mount, which sometimes if the monitor gets heavy, like this Atomos, I can't tell if this is the Ninja V or the Shinobi. It's one of them. But if that gets heavy, it can slide off of that cold shoe mount. Whereas when you mount it on like airy locating pins, it stays a lot better. So that's probably what I would do. But love it. Love the Atomos products. They're really great, great monitors, great recorders. And then let's see if I can take another look at one of the other angles here. There we go. So you're rocking the Polar Pro Basecamp matte box on there, and that looks great. I love the matte box. It's actually my favorite matte box. I've done a bunch of reviews on it and parts of it on the channel. It's expensive. It's nowhere near as cheap as the small rig or Tilta matte boxes that have come out that are all $100. But the ecosystem is fantastic. Their own ND filters are encased in a nice metal frame, so you never have to touch the glass, which is what I've found is the biggest problem for me when I'm working with 4x4 filters, is I end up touching it and I always have to clean them. But having that metal frame is really convenient. So they also have a really nice variable ND system. So inside of the matte box, it has the circular polarizer that you can spin and get variable ND. Whereas with pretty much the small rig and the Tilta matte boxes, it's harder to use a variable ND filter. Most of the time you're just using solid state 4x4 or 4x5.65 ones. So you have to have a lot more and be swapping them out constantly. I always love running a variable ND, even if it has a slight tinge of color cast to them. With variable NDs, I can change that later on in post-production. So that's just me. But yeah, love the Tilta, the Tilta, just talking about the Polar Pro matte box. And then I see you've got the Tilta focus grip on the side. I think this, well, actually, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Is this the Tilta focus grip, or is this the new small rig focus grip? It looks like one of them. Everyone's kind of starting to copy each other, and everyone's stuff is starting to look the same. It's one of them. It's one of them. But that's great. Whoa, going all over the place again. So that looks great, though. Fully manual. There's no problem with having a manual follow focus. That's what I had on some of my earlier rigs, and I really like it because you never have to worry about wireless items not connecting. You never have to worry about battery life, anything like that. It just always works. So if you are a camera operator and you're doing all of your focus pulling by yourself, then I think it works great. No issue with that. All right, let's take a look at your last photo here. Another angle. Thanks for sending so many photos, Jake and Bake. It helps us get a nice walk around of the rig. And let's see here. See if I can zoom in. Okay, so you are rocking the Atomos Ninja V. I can see the SSD slot there where an SSD could go. So that's great. And then, yeah, another angle here on the front. Okay, so it's a Lumix S5. That's what it is. I know you might have said what it was earlier and I just missed it. Sorry, I know some of you guys put comments in your messages of what they were, but then I just downloaded the photo. So Thank you for that. And it is a small rig cage. I can see that now from the front here. So rocking a small rig cage, which again, I love small rig stuff. I'm not sponsored by them, although people probably think I am. I just love their gear and I buy it constantly. And then we've got, the S5, which is full frame. And I know you can record, I believe, 6K output to the Atomos Ninja V. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure you can. So that's sick. All right, let's jump back into the comments for just a second here, see how you guys are doing. It looks like I've got a couple new people popping in. Orlando Martinez, sorry I'm late. No problem, dude. Welcome in. Combat Keeler S5, what's up? And Small Rig. Okay, so I think Combat Killer, this is your rig. Got different usernames in all places, so I want to make sure I got that. He says it has area locating pins, but gets in the way of my Polar Pro Basecamp setup. Okay, I think you're talking about the, let's see, you're talking about the handle gets in the way or the side grip gets in the way. Not sure which thing gets in the way of your, of the map box. Let me know. And yep, small rig cage, and the follow focus is small rig. Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah. So very cool. Jean-Francois Nobert. What's up? Sorry, I'm butchering your name. Says it looks like small rigs. Yes. Yeah. These are all mostly small rig parts. I love it. I got a bajillion rigs that I've made over the years, all out of small rig. So very cool stuff. Yeah. Let's jump back into the next rig here now. Let's take a look at what else we got going. And thank you guys again for all the submissions. Appreciate it a ton. So let's get this next one pulled up. All right, here we go. This is from Fly with the Guys. Put your username up here. Fly with the Guys. Ooh. Nope, Fly with Guys. Let me fix that. Fly with the Guys. All right, cool. So checking out your rig. It looks like you've got it in a teleprompter setup here. I know you sent a couple other photos, so we'll take a look at those in just a sec. But yeah, this is looking sweet. I like the teleprompter. Which teleprompter is this? Let me know in the comments. I can't tell exactly which one it is, but I do rock a teleprompter myself for clients and sometimes some videos if I have to. Yeah, that looks good. Got the Fill World monitor there on the front, so that makes it nice and easy to see yourself if you're filming yourself doing a video. Easy to see exactly what you're doing and everything like that. Get everything framed up. So I like that. Let's take a look at the other angle here. There we go. So now we can see the camera a little better. And it looks like I think down in the comments here, you're saying I'm running a Sony a6300 with Sigma 30mm 1.4 lens. Audio runs through a Zoom H5, all mounted to an Amazon special teleprompter. Up front is a little field monitor, have a boom mic used in my studio work. Awesome, dude. So very cool. I love the A60, the A6000 lineup of cameras. I've done a bunch with the A6500 and now the A6600. And I think they're great cameras. So I think that's really cool. Good looking rig. And yeah, the Sigma lenses are awesome. Get really nice shallow depth of field. I actually haven't rocked the Sigma 30mm yet, so let me know how is that lens. Heard good things about it. I've only done the Sigma 16mm on my A6500 and 6600. Gave you a nice wide angle, about 24mm equivalent. If you're rocking the 30, that's near a 50mm equivalent. So great for talking head, which is what it looks like you're using it for. Looks like you're using it to do, talking head portions and scripts and things like that. And then, yeah, I got some stuff going on here. Let me see if I can draw on this. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, you got a bunch of lines running into your Zoom H5. Let me know what each of them are for. A couple different lines, and then one running into the camera. How do you have that all configured? I would love to know exactly what each of them are doing. But yeah, I think this is cool. I don't see many guys mount the Zoom H5 right on top of the camera like this on a cold shoe mount. So I think that's interesting. Cool way to do it. It's really simple. You can see your audio interface from the top really nicely. Yeah, not a problem. And it looks like you're also running continuous power to the Zoom so you don't run out of battery, which is, of course, nice to do. And then it looks like you've got some sort of quick release system here to get it off of the teleprompter. Let me know which quick release you're using. Not familiar with this mount. Is that the quick release that comes with teleprompter? And you did say this is like an Amazon special teleprompter. So probably got a good deal on it. Amazon's great for getting things at a nice price. All right. Let's see here. Okay, Fly with the Guys is telling us about his audio setup here. So he's saying that the two outputs, one to the camera and the other to the iPad, to advance the prompter. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. So 2 outputs, one going into the camera to give you, synced up audio, already good, clean sounding audio right in your footage. Then the other one into the iPad. I keep saying iPod. I sound really old school. Like, oh, let me bust out my old iPad from the early 2000s. Now I'm saying iPad. That's funny. So very cool, though. I think that's cool. I've rocked the teleprompter a ton of times for different things, but I've never actually had it advance like the script automatically with voice. So that's pretty cool. I've heard that that's possible, but I've never tried it. So I think that's really cool that you're doing it that way. How well does that work? Let me know down in the comments. Does it actually scroll pretty well? And does it stop scrolling if you stop talking? Does it just pause for a second and then advance? I would love to know. And what software it is too. Definitely link the app below. Cool. All right. So he says the quick release is also an Amazon special. All right, cool. So yeah, I was going to say, don't recognize this one. It doesn't look like one of the like Manfrotto type ones or anything like that. So very cool. Good looking rig, man. Thank you so much for submitting that. It's always fun to see what you guys are rocking. So let's check out Instagram really quick. I'm going to see if we have any more submissions yet. Again, if you just joined the live stream and you want to get your rig reviewed, it is not too late. We're going to be hanging out for a while, reviewing as many of these rigs as we can. I see a couple new submissions popping in here, so it's fun to see. Cool. Yeah, keep them coming. Got a couple new ones I'm just loading in. So, whoa. Holy cow. Lot of pictures here. So some people send like 10 photos. So let me see if I can just find a couple that I can quickly throw into the stream. Ooh, full list too. This is extensive. Thank you guys. Full list of everything in there. So I'll try to refer back to this. I'm not asking in the stream what everything is, but this looks awesome. So let's see, get one more angle on it here. Again, if you're just joining, it's not too late. Definitely put your, put your photos in my DMs on Instagram at Chadwin, and I will get to them. So loading in a few more here. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry, I know it like takes a sec for me to get them in because they're wondering what's happening, but I appreciate you hanging out while I load them in. If I could have got them in earlier, I would have, but a lot of them come in very last minute. So let me just get this popped in here. All right. Sweet. These are looking good. I'm excited to share them all with you guys. All right. Okay, and I'm just going to close out the old ones, get them out of the way. All right, so here we go. Back to Photoshop. We're going to close out Jake and Bakes. Let's see. All right. Whew, lots of drawing on that one. Life of Carter, Fly with the Guys. Sorry, I'm getting them out of the way because there's just a ton in here. Okay. So here's a new one. I didn't get the username. Sorry, downloaded a bunch and then I didn't get the username on this one. So leave a comment below right now. Is this yours? If so, let me know. I would love to make sure you get credit. So whose is this one? Let me know. It looks like a great rig though. We're rocking another GH5, it looks like. And we've got a couple things going on here. So let me see if I can draw on this bad boy. All right, so GH5, got a nice cage on there from small rig I can see. And then we've got a wireless transmitter, 2 wireless transmitters actually. Let me know, man, what are the 2 wireless transmitters each for? I would love to know what each one is doing and why. Because I know typically this looks like one of the Mars 400s or something, and you can get it to go to two different like monitors at once. So maybe you're sending one video feed to one spot and another video feed to another spot. Not totally sure, but this looks like the Axoon Cine Eye to me, and then like the Mars 400 or something like that from Hollyland, something like that. Yeah, let me know what's going on with that. Got a nice monitor there. Let's see if I can get the other angle. Here we go. So we got the Field World monitor, 4K, ultra bright, looks nice. Big monitor. It looks like, I can't tell. It's either 5 or 7 inch. I'm not positive. Rocking a nice top handle there. Hey, so this is the second top handle we've seen tonight with the record button on it, which I think is cool. I think that's cool to have, the ability to record right from the top handle. You don't have to take your hand off of the rig, and you can just boom, hit it right there and not go down. So that's really cool. Second one I've seen like that. I've got to try it out. Most of my cameras, like, I haven't been able to do it, but I think my new the Sony, what is this thing? The FX3. Sorry guys, there's so much going on. The Sony FX3, I think I can do this like recording from the top handle like that. So I have to try it out. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys like doing this with your rig? Okay, here we go. Mohammed Floyd. Sorry, I didn't get your username in there right away. I was just trying to pull them all in. Let me put that up on the screen now if I can. I'm gonna botch this. I'm sorry. Mohammed Floyd. Sorry. See if I can spell this right. Oops. Okay, there we go. Looks good, I think. Hopefully. All right, so yeah, man, let's see what your comments were saying. He says that's mine. One is for the on-site director and the other one goes to my phone for Zoom for the co-director who lives in another state, and it's a 7-inch monitor. Okay, cool. I was going to say it looks pretty big. I was thinking it was probably a 7-inch monitor, so thank you for confirming that. Yeah, 7-inch is really nice to have. Makes it so easy to actually see your image and like get good focus and everything. So when you can do it, it's nice to have. It's interesting. I think, man, that's interesting that you're doing it that way. Maybe you can't do this, but I know on some of the Hollyland transmitters, you can send them to multiple spots. But maybe if you have one directly going on Zoom to someone else, you can't like split it with the Hollyland and send one to Zoom. So yeah, whatever you got to do to make it happen. I think that's interesting. Having 2, I think that's the first time I've seen 2 transmitters on one rig before. Are you looping it? Is it coming out of the camera, looping into the transmitter, and then looping out of this transmitter and looping into the other transmitter? So it's like wee, a couple loop-de-loos there. Oh, and one goes up to the monitor too. So I don't even know. It must be going to the monitor, out of the monitor into this transmitter, and then out of the transmitter and into the other transmitter. I think that must be the path we got going here. It's pretty intense. Let's see. So Muhammad says, I mostly film low angles because I film sports, so I'm using that top handle. It makes it easier. Very cool. And yeah, he says he's looping it. Yeah, you're looping this a lot for sure. So yeah, this looks great. The top handle, man, I'm getting some like gear envy here. I love the design of it. Yeah, I just don't know how well it's going to work with my own cameras, but I think it's awesome. Everything looks good here. Looks like a really nice rig, man. I think it's cool. Definitely have a good setup, and looks like you're rocking one of the Manfrotto tripods. So getting nice steady image. Let me know too where you're at. Looks like you're in somewhere besides the US. I can't tell for sure, but it doesn't look like the US to me. Where are you at? It's fun to see everyone from all over the world and their rigs and what they're doing. It's funny because, like, you know, we do things here and then someone does something crazy or totally different in another country. So it's fun to see that. And guys, if you are enjoying this live stream, hit like right now because there's 23 of you guys watching and there's not even 23 likes. So please hit like and subscribe too if you're enjoying this and you are liking to see these camera rigs of everyone else. Let's see what else is going on in the comments for a second here, and then we'll get right back into the next one. Got a bunch more coming in. Lucas Neem. Sorry if I messed that up. Yeah, you sent a bunch of pictures. Thank you. No problem, man. I'm just trying to pull them all in. Make sure I get some good angles, but do it quickly so you guys aren't waiting around. No problem, dude. Let's see here. Oh, Muhammad says he's in New York City. Okay, I'm seeing that now with the buildings in the background. Some of those apartment high-rises, dude. Very cool. Very cool. So, let's see. All right. Just checking out the comments. Fly with the Guy says, thanks for the fun review. Have to put the kids to bed. No worries, man. Thank you so much for submitting that camera rig. Looks awesome. All right. So, very cool. Let's move on to the next one here. And again, in the comments, just let me know right now what if it's your rig, because some of them I'm not able to see. Like I wasn't able to pull in your username quick enough. So let me know in the comments if it's yours. So here we go. Pull in Photoshop. We've got the next rig here. Let me know whose this one is. Let me see. Maybe I can even check Instagram really quick, see which one this was. And they just. Okay, yeah. This is Luke's, I believe. Right? Yes, it is. Okay, this is one of the many photos. Cool. I got it. All right, so Lucas, this is your rig. Let me throw your username up there. Lucas Nem. Just put your YouTube username up there. All right. Very cool. Thank you for submitting all the photos, dude. Sorry, I was taking a second to figure out. I was pulling them all down as quick as I could. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. Enhance. I love that in movies. They're like, can you enhance the video? It's like, bro, it's just that resolution. It's 720 or 1080 or whatever it is. You can't enhance. There's like zooming and all of a sudden there's like more pixels. It's like, no, it's going to be blurry and terrible. All right, so here we go. Let's check this thing out. You sent me like a whole parts list and everything too, so I was like super thorough, but I didn't have time to look at it. So this looks like the Sony a7S III to me. I see the record button there on the top, that new record button. So convenient to have it on the top instead of on the side, like on the old a7S II and Mark I, where it's so hard to get to. So love it. Also looks like a small rig side grip here, or not side grip, but cage. That looks really nice. I see you're also rocking the Moment, I believe it's from Moment, like the little Moment quick releases for your strap. And I think that's awesome. I haven't rocked them, but I know a lot of people love them, so they could throw a neck strap on there really quick, especially if they want to do photography with the camera as well. So yeah, drop your list of all the items in the chat, dude. I see you're putting that in. That'll be super helpful. So let's see if I can get another angle on it here really quick. All right. It looks like the small rig, I believe, it looks like the small rig matte box on the front. And yeah, I think so. I think that's a small rig one. That looks really nice. I haven't used it yet. Also, looks like the small rig follow focus on the side. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I should check out your comments really quick. I know you listed out what a bunch of the parts were. Let's see. I've got it. Small rig, mini matte box, small rig, mini follow focus, the Peak Design. That's what it is, not Moment. The Peak Design quick releases. Sweet. Very cool. Thank you so much for sending the full list. That makes it super helpful. All right. So let's get that other angle back up here for a sec. So it looks like got a nice top handle on there. This isn't another one of those ones with the record button on the top, is it? Can't tell. It kind of looks very similar. Let me know, is there a record button on this? I can't tell from this angle, but looks great. Love the small rig, matte box on the front, and I think, let's see, it looks like you're rocking the Sigma lens there. Is that what that is? Let's see, somewhere in here you said what the lens was. Can't tell for sure, but it looks like you've got the little focus rings on there, so you can pull focus manually, which is of course super nice to have. And then you've got your top handle on here with the monitor mounted on top of it. I know with this top handle, because I've seen this before, this top handle doesn't have any locating pins or anything on the front, so you can't mount the monitor in front of the handle to like lower its height and get that center of gravity down at all. You have to like run it through this 15 millimeter rod here if you want to get it lower. And it's harder to mount on a 15 millimeter rods with a monitor, and it might end up spinning. So I think you made the right choice here, putting the monitor mount that tilts right on top of the handle, although it does make it a lot taller. I think that's probably the best choice with this top handle because there's nowhere to mount it on the front. So yeah, I think that's good. Got another small rig side handle there. It looks like a lot of you guys really like those. I haven't used that one personally yet, but it looks nice. I know they're pretty affordable. I've been doing the wooden side grip ones. I don't know. I like the aesthetic of the wood, but I think a lot of guys like the just like full matte black, everything black, like MKBHD, right? Like fully matte black. That's his whole deal, matte black. So I think it's cool. I think it's funny because sometimes I will just have like one random wood piece on mine, like a top handle or side handle, and it can kind of stand out. So maybe having everything matte black is nice to have. Yeah, that looks sick. So let's see what else. Got the carbon fiber 15 millimeter rods here on the bottom. That's nice. Kind of cuts out a little bit of that extra weight. I haven't used them yet. Do you like them? Do they feel nice and sturdy? I haven't used them. All mine are just like a basic aluminum ones, but it does look really cool though. I like the look of them a lot, and I think it probably does cut a little bit of weight. So yeah, dude, this is a great looking rig. I know you sent a ton of photos. Let me see if there's any other ones I should download. Okay, let me pull this one because we didn't see your audio interface, so I'm going to drop another one in here real quick so everyone else on the stream can see this angle. There we go. All right, so we've got the back angle here on your A7S III, and you have your Saramonic audio interface. That looks awesome. And a left and a right. So how many, I haven't used this one myself yet, but how many like audio inputs can you get into that? Is it 2 audio inputs, one left, one right? Or is that just to like make a microphone stereo or something? Let me know. That looks great though. I like that. I like the little audio interfaces on there. A lot of guys add those. I haven't used that one yet. So let me know, has that been useful to you? Let's see here. Okay, and Luke is talking about his top handle, saying it's similar to the one with the record button, but no record button on it. Yeah, no worries, man. Muhammad says it's funny to see me try and guess what something is, and then the comment pops in and tells you exactly what it is. Yeah, man, it's hard to tell sometimes from the photos. Everything looks so similar. Let's see. Yeah, Muhammad says Sigma lenses are with like the pizza guy like going yum. Yeah, they are really nice. So yeah, it looks like the Sigma 8. Oh, it's a Sigma 24-70. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so it's a native like Sony E-mount Sigma 24-70. How do you like that lens? I'm rocking the Sony FX3 right now, which is just like the cine line of the A7S III. Pretty much the exact same camera, same sensor, same capabilities. And I've been thinking about getting the 24-70, but the Sigma version. How have you been liking it? My question is, how's the autofocus on it? Is it really good? Because right now, right here, I'm using the Sony 18-35 for this live stream, and it has really good autofocus. And I was kind of thinking about doing the Sony 24-70 for autofocus, but I'm just not sure how good it's going to be. So let me know, is the autofocus good on the Sigma? Is it usable? Or is it like, no, go with native Sony? You know, it's hard to know when you want that like tack sharp, fast autofocus. I would love to know. So yeah, man, great looking rig. Let me just double check. You sent me so many photos. Let me see what else. If there's any other good angles here. You got a ton wrapping around the whole rig. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered it though with that. So very cool, dude. Thank you so much for submitting your rig. Oh, he says it's perfect autofocus. Okay, I'm gonna trust you, and then I'm gonna come back to you when like I'm having autofocus troubles. Like, bruh, you lied to me. Or just you can help me troubleshoot it. And I'm sure it's great. All right, so let's move on to the next camera rig. Again, thank you so much, Lucas, for your submission. All the photos, all the details, very descriptive stuff. Great to see. So you love to see it, as they say, right? You love to see it. All right. Okay, got the next one popping in here. Good stuff. Let's see. Okay. This one, again, I didn't have time to see our username. Let me check Instagram really quick, see which one it is. This is from DeckDon. So I'll put your username up here. DeckDon, I believe. Yes. Sweet. Thank you again for your submission. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Let me check your comments. Okay. Didn't say what the camera is. So if you're in the live stream right now, dude, leave some comments below. Let me know what we're rocking. I'll try and dissect it from the photos that I have. So looks like another Sony Alpha camera. We've got a nice cage on there. Can't tell what cage it is. It looks almost like an 8-sin cage or like a nits cage. I can't tell for sure. It doesn't look like small rig. Small rig doesn't usually have this many quarter 20 and 3/8 threads on the side. So I'm thinking it's a nits or something like that, but I can't say for sure. And then on the front, it looks like you're rocking the small rig, the new small rig matte box on the front. I think that's a fan favorite around here. I'm seeing that a ton. I know it's only $99 and it fits 4x4 filters. Yeah, I think that's a good front, simple, easy to use matte box. I know that I've seen pictures and people are like, oh, it's bigger, a little bit bigger than I thought. Let me know. Has anyone been able to balance their small rig matte box on a gimbal? I would like to know. I know with the Polar Pro Basecamp, that's what I rock. It's really hard to balance on a gimbal when it's the full thing, but the actual, like, a lot of the matte box clamps off of the front, so you just have the filters and like one tiny little edge around it. So it still does help a little bit. Excuse me, but it's easier to balance. So let me know how that works. All right, there's Deckdon popping into the comments. I'm seeing that now. He says he's using the A7 III. Okay, I was gonna say I couldn't tell which Alpha camera it was from this angle, so very cool. Let's see, with a U-rig cage. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, I was like, I'm not recognizing this one right out of the box. I like that top handle, looks really cool. It's pretty interesting design with the top handle here. With, like, it looks like they're trying to cut weight. You know, there's all these holes in it. I see you've got 15 millimeter rod hole right there. So you could mount a monitor through there, something if you wanted to. So that looks pretty cool. Love the look of that. Looks like it has a cold shoe mount on the back, so you can mount other accessories. Yeah, cool looking top handle. Just, you know, thumb tightens onto the top of the cage there. That's sweet. And then the Sigma, looks like another Sigma lens. Yeah, Sigma Art 35 millimeter 1.4. Yeah, Sigmas are real popular around here. I know everyone loves the lenses. I only have one Sigma lens. The 16 millimeter is the only lens that I've used from Sigma, but it seems like people really love them. So I might have to pick up some other ones like the 24-70 and check out how that's working. Obviously, it's huge money savings. Basically, like every Sigma lens is like half the price of anything Sony. So I think that's dope. Let's see. Deckdon says the autofocus for video sucks a little. Little sucks at fast and responsive. Okay, interesting. So it's not the quickest autofocus on this lens. I know on some other ones it's better. You know what though? The Sony A7 III, I'm trying to remember. They improved the autofocus on that camera a lot. It's much better than the A7S II, I know. So I don't know, maybe if you upgrade the body eventually to the A7S III, I know it's a big leap because it's expensive, but if you do, maybe the glass will respawn faster. I know everyone's saying the Sigmas have really good autofocus apparently. So my 16 millimeter Sigma has very good autofocus on the A6500 and the A6600. So yeah, I wonder maybe the A7 III, maybe there's something you can dial in there to make it be a little bit more accurate. But let's see, you sent me another angle, so let's check this out. See if I can zoom out a little here. All right. There we go. So is rocking the Feel World monitor. It looks like a 7-inch to me. Let me know in the comments. Is it? It looks like a lot of you guys like the 7-inch. I think it's really nice to frame everything up and see, but for me, sometimes it's like, it's huge. I'm like, whoa, this is massive. Like, can kind of get a little bit like front heavy or like in my way a tiny bit, but it also makes it so much easier to see your image and your actual focus. So it's kind of a balance. I rock a 5-inch most of the time. Sometimes a 7 if I really need it. Looks like you've got the little, monitor mount on the top here of the handle. Trying to see what is on the front of that handle. I don't have another angle of the exact front of it. I don't think this one, doesn't show you. What is the mount there? If you can, try to get the monitor mount in front of the handle. It'll help lower that center of gravity a lot and get it kind of off the top of the whole handle. But if there's nothing there, the only other spot I think you could do is off this 15 millimeter rod. It's the only thing I would say is try to get that a little lower. But yeah, looks great, dude. Good looking rig. Nothing too complicated on it. Again, with the shotgun microphones. What's up, guys? I know I keep asking this, but what do you guys use it for? I'm just trying to understand. Because yeah, for me, again, I'm recording all my audio on a lavalier or boom microphone, possibly separately. And if I'm syncing it, my scratch audio from the internal mic is good enough to sync it. So I wonder, do you guys actually use these little shotgun microphones on the camera in any of your edits? Do you use it in post-production ever? Or is it, I don't know, is it just to have a mic on there? I always wonder. But it looks like you're rocking a wooden handle there. Let me see if I can get another angle back on this. Okay, I can't see it here. But yeah, you've got the wooden handle on there, so nice side grip. I love having that side grip to hold the camera when I'm doing handheld stuff. It really helps a lot. All right, let's see. Micah Foster says the trouble with the Art Primes is that they basically just built an MC11 adapter into it, so it acts like the Canon adapted lenses. They're not great for autofocus. Whoa, interesting. I haven't heard that before. That's really interesting. I wonder if that's true, if they just kind of like rebuilt it and housed pretty much the MC11 inside of it. That's interesting. Interesting to hear. I wonder. Mike is also saying it's technically Sony E-mount, but not native. Interesting. I would love to see anything on that. Do you have anything you can link to? Any other videos, articles, anything backing that up? Because that's an interesting hot take on that. So, let's see. Micah says, I believe they redid the connection for the 24 to 70 millimeters, so it's actually really good, like a proper native lens. Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, you know a lot more about the Sigma lenses and how they built them than I do. So that's really cool. Interesting take. And Jim's Studios, what's up? He says, it's the DN version better. Is the DN version better? Talking about, I believe, the Sigma lenses. Is the DN version better? I don't know, guys. Let him know in the comments. All right. And then Orlando Martinez talking about the microphones. He says, I use the Rode Micro for acting auditions where I don't need perfect audio, but better than in body. Gotcha. Okay. I think that's really cool. So having that microphone just to get a little bit better audio. Acting auditions, you obviously don't need like the cleanest perfect audio ever. It's just something quick to see. And then it's just a little bit better than that internal microphone. So I think that's cool. Let's see. Deckdon saying, mine is the DN version. Again, talking about the lenses. Good for photos, but video I use manual focus 90% of the time. Okay. Gotcha. Polyrhythm, what's up? Welcome on to the live stream. Says, is there any video tripod worth when you are on a budget? Is there anything worth for max 250 euros, which I think is like, I don't know exactly how many American dollars. What is that? $200? I don't know the conversion, but when spent on one or not with it at this price point, European availability here is a must. 250 euros to USD. Let me make sure I'm not going the wrong way. I can't remember which is higher. Okay, so that's about $300 US, roughly. It's a little less than that. $300 US on a tripod. I would probably go with a Benro tripod. There's a lot of really good Benro tripods that aren't insanely expensive. Yeah, see if I can even pull something up for you. I'll give you a little quick rundown. Let's see. Here's one from Benro. I've actually used this one before. It's the Benro. Here, I'll try and link to it. It's a Benro with a video head on it. It's only $200. This isn't my favorite ever, but it does have a video head. It's decent. The legs are good. Actually, the legs are really solid on this. So let me link that for you, dude. It's not a bad tripod. Oh, it won't let me link that. The link is massive. Let me pull it on here really quick. I want to make sure. See if I can. Okay, I'm just gonna link the name because it literally won't let me drop the link for you. It's too long. But yeah, $200 for this Benro tripod doesn't seem too bad. Obviously, you're getting a bunch of comments here it looks like a couple other people adding in what their favorite tripod is. So yeah, I think that's really cool. Get some good input from everyone. Let's see. Andrew G saying the on-camera shotgun mics on rigs like this and mine are totally aesthetic. Fair enough, dude. Yeah, I just wonder because I never throw an on-camera shotgun microphone. It's always going to be a lavalier for me or a boom mic, to get actual good audio. The shotgun mic, I think it's more for news reporters or people just on the street where they just got to capture some audio and they can't mic anyone up or whatever it is. And they're just boom, getting what's directly in front of them. Otherwise it's just kind of overkill for getting scratch audio, which you can get in camera already. That's my opinion. And you could just save the weight, save the space. You don't usually have to throw a shotgun mic on your rig. I don't know. Prove me wrong. All right. Let's see. Jim Studios saying, hey, from Atlanta. What's up, dude? Welcome in. It's late over there, so thank you for joining so late. Dickdon saying, my tripod is $100 from Takara. I've never heard of Takara, but hey, if it does the job, $100 is pretty cheap. Orlando Martinez saying he has $169 for a solid tripod. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a bunch of great tripods out there. I think you can honestly find a good one. I really like the stuff from Benro and iFootage. They make pretty good tripods, and I think you can find them in that $300 US dollar or $250 euro price range on Amazon. So check those out. Let me do a quick refresh on Instagram, see if anyone else in the live stream has popped in. Oh crap, we've got a couple guys. All right, let me make sure I get them all before this thing keeps going. I don't want to miss anyone's. So I got a handful of new submissions. Want to make sure that I get to them. Alejandro Burke, if you're on the live stream, you sent them to me with a disappearing message. So just actually send me the photos non-disappearing so that I can see them and download them. All right. Let's see here. Oops. Sorry, it takes me a second to get all your photos down, but I am pulling them right now. All right. Thank you guys again for joining the live stream. If you've been enjoying this, please hit subscribe, hit the like button, everything like that. It's so much fun hanging out with all y'all and seeing the cool stuff that you're doing and just kind of connecting a little bit more with the filmmaking community out there in the world. So please, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, all that kind of stuff. All right, so let me see if I can get this one down. I got 20 photos here. Trying to pull one down. This is interesting too. I like this. You guys are gonna like this. This is interesting. Wow. Okay, coming your way soon. Oh man, haven't seen this before. Okay, this is cool. Cool stuff. All right, here we go, boys. Interesting stuff. All right. Let's see. I'm going to get them loaded in really quickly, and then we will get to them. So if you just sent me yours, I've got all of the camera rigs in now. Everything that's been submitted so far is in Photoshop, ready to rock. So if you've sent yours and you're waiting, hang out because yours is probably coming next. So give me a second here. Let's get all these in. All right. One moment. Sorry. Just takes a sec to get them all in. Got a lot of vertical photos here. Not working for my 16:9 video with me, but I'll let it slide. It's all good. Okay, this one that had 20 photos. Sorry, I only loaded in one photo, but if we got a minute, then I'll get to the rest of them. So here we go. Next rig coming right up. Just gonna get it ready for you guys. All right. Okay, here we go. Again, please leave a comment if this is your rig, trying to stay on top of which one was which. I think this one is from Charles Richard Films. Yeah, let me throw your name up here. Charles with the Z. Richard Films. Sweet. Thank you for submitting, dude. Appreciate that. It's fun to get to know you guys, see what stuff you're working with. All right. So here we go. All right. Let's check this thing out. Enhance. Whoa, that was a bad enhance. Let me try this again. Uh-oh. Trying to zoom in. There we go. All right. I got bad dad jokes. Enhance. I don't know. Let's see what we got going on here. So we have, it's hard to tell from this angle. Let me check the other angle here. Fujifilm X-T2. Sweet. Okay. I always like to start from this angle and then move from there. So we're rocking the Fujifilm X-T2. That's the first Fujifilm of the night. I love it. I've got the Fujifilm X-T4. Big fan of what Fuji is doing, so thank you for submitting, dude. Looks like you're rocking, let's see, cage here. We'll see from the other angle which one it is. Got a nice top handle on there. And then again, we've got the monitor mounted on top of the top handle instead of the front. So on the other angle, we'll see if we can mount that on the front with that little small rig monitor mount. That way it's lower and you don't have to deal with the cold shoe and possibly sliding off with too much weight, or that little ball head, which if you tighten it down, I know this is a 7-inch monitor, that might get loose and drive you crazy. So yeah, we'll take a look at that handle in a second, see what we can do. See if we can get it mounted a little bit lower. But yeah, this looks good. I think I actually had this monitor, I believe was the first external monitor I ever bought. It was a newer 7-inch monitor. I swear this is like the exact same one. It's got the big lens or a monitor hood on there, so obviously you can see out in bright sunlight. I like that. We've got a shotgun microphone on there. Again, man, someday I'm gonna see rig reviews with no shotgun mics. I just don't understand why they're necessary. I know I'm gonna keep saying it. Let's see. It looks like you're rocking is that a battery grip on the bottom? It's hard to tell from this angle. Let's check the other angle. Let's see here. All right. So yeah, we've got the top handle that looks like it mounts right into the cold shoe here. Let's see if I can. So it mounts into the cold shoe, it looks like. And then we've got the small rig matte box on the front. Man, fan favorites. Maybe I should pick one up, do a review of it, see how I like it compared to the Basecamp, like Polar Pro Basecamp. I mean, the small rig one, really affordable. I think it's $99. And the Polar Pro Basecamp is like, it's like $500 to $700, something like that. And so it's like really expensive. So is it worth the jump? You know, maybe I should do a breakdown on that. But yeah, this looks good. Let's see the other angle here. See what else we're rocking here. Wait, let me go back to the front of this top handle. I'm going to zoom in. I can't see any mounting points there on the handle for putting the monitor lower. It looks like you've just got a 15 millimeter rod hole right here. So probably can't get that any lower, but that's okay. Oh yeah, okay, so you are running a battery grip on there. I was going to say it looked like one from the other image. Looks like the Mikey battery grips. You can run 2 more batteries in there. Gives you really nice battery life. What's great about that is you're getting better battery life, but you're not adding like the huge bulk of a V-mount battery. And I think that's really nice to have. I don't typically rock the battery grip anymore. On one of my first cameras, the Canon Rebel T3i and the Sony A7S, I put battery grips on both of them because I was like, dude, way better battery life. But I could never find a cage for it, which looks like you have the same issue here. You don't have a cage on the camera, and that's totally fine. Not everyone rocks a cage. But that looks probably like the problem you're having is finding a cage that will fit the whole thing. So when I realized that, I was like, dude, I need more mounting spots. I want the cage for the protection and like HDMI clamps, everything like that. Then I was like, okay, can't rock the battery grip anymore. I'm going to take that off and I'm going to put like 15 millimeter rods on it and just put a V-mount battery on the back. That's what I ended up doing. I'm just putting one of those on the back and the rods and a full cage. But obviously that's not for everyone, and it makes the rig a lot more bulky. The nice thing about this setup is it looks like you could do photography with it really easy. You could take off the microphone if you want to, or just pull this top handle off really quickly and do photography. So yeah, what lens are you rocking here? I can't tell exactly what lens it is. It's a Fuji zoom lens of some sort. Let's check out the comments, see if I can see what we got rocking here. So I'm trying to like Photoshop and read comments and download Instagram photos all at the same time. So thank you guys for being patient with me. All right. Let's see. Okay, back to the tripod comment really quick. Polyrhythm saying that they found the tripod and it should be available there. So yeah, it's a good option, I think. Bill Davidson says, what Kelvin is the light to your right set at? That's 3200 Kelvin. So it's a warm light, but my camera is also set to 3200 Kelvin. So yeah, thanks. Got a couple lights rocking here. It's funny. I don't usually talk about the lighting like in these live streams, but let me show you guys a little behind the scenes. Zoom out if I can. See if we can get a full... Oof, going the wrong way. All right. Yeah, so I've got a couple different lights rocking here. Back here, we've got the Aperture LS Mini 20D. It doesn't, it's not even out anymore, but that's rocking as my hair light. We've got the RGB color lights, the blue and the red in the back. And then right here is the Falcon Eyes Flex light, 50 watts working for my key light. And then, I do have another tube light. You can't see it, but it's in the ceiling and it's actually lighting up the background a little bit, my little sound panels there. So that's what's rocking there. Let's check out a couple more rigs though. I don't want anyone to miss out on their rig. There's a couple more submissions. So thank you for your submission. Looks really nice. Appreciate that. Let's move on. All right. Here we go. Okay. So this one, see if I can see on Instagram whose this was really quickly. Okay, this is Brickgoo. Okay, you sent me a bunch of photos. Let me see if I can download a few other angles here really quickly, so that we get all the different possibilities that we can see here. All right, so throw your username up here so you get the credit for your masterpiece. Brickgoo is the username on Instagram. Let's see. Looks something like that. Brickgoo, I think, with that underscore. So yeah, thank you for the submission. Rocking a sweet rig here. Let's see if I can Get my brush out, start drawing on it. Looks like a Sony A6400 or 6500. Let me check your comments really quick on the photo submission. Okay, let me know if this is your rig, which camera is it? Yeah, so let's see. A60 something, got a cage on there. Looks like one of the ones from Small Rig or Nicey Rig, kind of that similar design. Rocking the Small Rig top handle that bolts directly on. Really solid top handle. The only thing with it is it's a little bit slower to take on and off because you have to use an Allen key to remove it. But no problem with that. I have the same top handle as well. This sometimes I will use if I need to. So like that. And then on the top of the handle here, you've got the monitor mounted. It looks like possibly the Shinobi monitor. Can't tell. One of the Atomos monitors though. Can't tell from this picture which one it is. Might be the Ninja V or the Atomos Shinobi. But yeah, you've got it mounted on the top. I will keep saying this till the day I die or stop doing this. Try to get that monitor mounted to the front instead. Right here, you can get a little Small Rig monitor mount that tilts and it goes right here. And then you can mount the monitor in the front. So it helps get the center of gravity down. And then you're not using a cold shoe to mount your monitor, which again, with the heavy batteries on there, the heavy Sony NPF batteries, that monitor might just slide off. And ooh, I've had it happen before and it sucks. So I know with this top handle in specific, there are no quarter 20 threads or area locating pins or anything like that on the front of this handle. So you can't mount it. You'd have to get a different top handle, but there are some pretty affordable ones for like $40, $45 from Small Rig that have area locating pins in the front. So you can get that monitor mounted directly to the front, get the center of gravity a little bit lower. Looks like you're rocking the Sigma 16mm, I believe. Great lens. Had the same one on my Sony A60 600. Really good autofocus, nice shallow depth of field. So really like that. Yeah, Bricko TV is seeing you in the comments now saying it's the Shinobi monitor A6000 with the Sigma 16mm f1.4. Yeah, great lens. Love the look. A6000, great camera as well. Really nice, good price point on it, pretty affordable. So rocking the 15mm rods there, and then boom, the flat V mount. I know a lot of guys like to do this. I know it gets that center of gravity really low and allows you to still see the back monitor. It's not my favorite look, just I don't know what it is, because it feels like the monitor or like the battery ends up being like the whole rig ends up being so long. So typically what I'll do is, do the battery straight up and down, but leave enough space between the monitor and the V-mount itself so that I can still see the actual monitor easily, but get that battery up right. I don't know. The balance feels a little bit better for me, but if it works, it works. So awesome. Here's another angle on it. Sweet. So, oh, there we go. Speak of the devil, right? I'm literally saying like, hey, try mounting it straight up and down. This guy already did. Sick, dude. So yeah, I like that look a little bit better. It feels a little bit more balanced to me that way. You can still see the monitor really easily. So looks good. Whoa, every time like my mouse scrolls over, the picture flies off the thing. So sorry about that. But yeah, dude, this looks great. It's a solid rig. It looks really similar to like my A6500 rig and my A60 600 rigs. Very similar setup. Nice and simple. Not rocking any follow focus or anything like that. Don't need it for the Sigma 16mm because it has really good autofocus on this lens. So yeah, I think that's awesome. It's a good looking rig, man. Thank you for submitting it. Yeah, holy cow, we've going for an hour and 20 minutes. Wow, I did not look at the time. Yeah, dude, this is great. Thank you so much for submitting the rig. You'll love to see it. One thing I will say is it looks like you are using a continuous power here. Running back to the V-mount for your Shinobi. That's cool. Have you had any issues with that? I know some people, this is like talked about a lot on chats and things like that in my comments. Like, hey, if I power my camera and my monitor off of a single V-mount battery, is it going to fry it? Typically, that doesn't happen. Like I haven't had that issue. One time I had it glitch and like my camera wouldn't turn on and I was freaking out. And then I unplugged everything and it worked again. But if you plug it in the right succession, I think you have to plug in like the HDMI cable and the power cable first, and then I believe you power on the camera and then the monitor, and then it won't fry. But I guess if you like power on the camera and the monitor and then connect the HDMI cable, something like that or whatever, then it might short. It's confusing, but for some reason it does happen. So I think that's great though. It's nice to be able to power all of them at once, just off of one single battery, instead of putting a battery on the back of the monitor, and a battery in the camera, a battery on any other accessory. So great setup, dude. Thank you so much for sending it in. All right. Yeah, and Bricko TV saying, I do mostly music videos. It's perfect for me. Yeah, dude, this is a great rig with that top handle for doing music videos. Can get all of that handheld motion, and that V-mount battery really helps balance out the rig so it doesn't have like a lot of that vibration, micro jitters and everything, because the rig just gets so much more heavy. So I think that's sick, dude. Very cool stuff. All right. We've got a couple more rigs here that I'm going to cover. And then I'll just do a quick double check on Instagram, make sure I didn't miss anyone's submissions. I hate to miss them. Oh, crap. 5 more submissions. Okay, guys. I'm going to try and burn through these. I got to go quicker. Okay, hold on. So let's see if I can get through these a little bit faster. And then that way I don't miss anyone. I would hate to miss anyone's rig that you send in. I'm just going to have to spend a little bit less time on each of them. So hold on. Let me get these in again. Oh, this is sick. I like this. Lots of cool rigs coming in. If you are enjoying the live stream, please hit like right now. Make sure you're subscribed. Brian B 2016. Send me the photo again. You did it with a disappearing message. I can't see that on Instagram on the computer. So if you want me to review it, please send that again. All right. Couple more coming in here. I'm going to get them all loaded in. Sorry, it just takes a second to do. I know you guys are being really patient as I load them in. If I had more time, I would load these in earlier, like in the day or a week before, but I just don't have the time for that. Some really interesting rigs here popping in. This is cool. So I'm excited to share them with you. If you just submitted yours, thanks for doing that. I'm going to get them. Oh, wow. Some nice rig photos. Like did a whole photo shoot with this. Holy cow. It's beautiful. Jeez, making me look bad. These are great pictures. All right. Get the last one loaded in here. Man, it's so fun to see the stuff you guys make. Like some of your rigs are just really cool. So let me see. All right. Couple more left, and then wow, yeah, this stream's been going on for a while, guys, so thank you for hanging in there. If you submitted yours a while ago, hopefully I didn't take too long to get to it. Trying my best to go quickly get to all of them. So I'll speed up. I will get to them quicker. We'll spend a little less time on each of them so it doesn't take nearly as long. Let's see. Here we go, getting the last few loaded in. I always feel so awkward doing this right in the middle of the stream. I'm like, just hang out, boys. But it just takes a sec to get everything loaded in. All right. Sick. Okay, let's just jump right in. I don't got time for anything else. Let's make this happen. So, all right. Here we go. This one's fun. Sweet. So if this is yours, please leave a comment below right now. I just didn't have time to get them all our usernames in. So very cool. Look at this thing, guys. I've never seen this exact rig before. I've seen people add umbrellas to their rigs before, like, but not quite not rigged directly to it. Like I've seen them like put an umbrella next to it, I guess I should say. So this is cool. Whose is this? Leave a comment below. Sorry, got so many submissions I couldn't keep up with whose this is. I think it's Ag Shoots. Actually, that's who it is. Ag Shoots. AG Shoots. Thank you for your submission, dude. You sent me a ton of photos. I couldn't download them all. Sick. So leave a comment, AG Shoots, which camera this is. I can't tell from this angle, but right off the bat, man, this thing's fully rigged out. Got the small rig matte box, super popular. Got a nice wood inside handle. I love that. I have one similar to that. It's a nice aesthetic. Looks like he's rocking the Atomos Ninja V. Got a continuous power running to it. So there must be a battery supply around here somewhere. Looks like maybe down here. No, that's another monitor or something. Man, I got to get those other angles. Something's in the back there. Might be a V-mount battery. See if I can download the other angles in a sec. But rocking a nice top handle with the little sync deal. I don't know what it's called. The OctaSync, Octopus Sync, OctiSync. What the heck is that thing called? Tentacle Sync. That's what it's called. So got a tentacle sync in the back. Looks like maybe a USB power brick right here on the side. This thing's rigged out. There's a lot on here. I mean, you've got a freaking umbrella. Like, you could go out in straight up the rain with this thing and just have no issues. So, got a ton going on. It's fully rigged out. I see you've also got a shotgun microphone here with the, little dead cat on there. Again, shotgun microphone. I don't feel it's totally necessary, but no issues if you need it. Got the Nucleus Nano, so you can pull focus on your Rokinon lenses. I can see that. Got the 35mm Rokinon Cine DS lens. Oh, and there we go. It's a small rig cage. So you'll love to see it. Good stuff. And on a nice Benro tripod with what looks like a Manfrotto head. I'm seeing the Manfrotto logo. So nice Manfrotto head on top of the Benro legs. And then I love that you've got a straight up cup holder just on the side. Like, it's the little details like that, man. Just don't see it on all the rigs. Got the Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. That is like such a sick looking drink. So rocking that. And then this like full module on the side. I just want to know what the heck this thing is. It looks like possibly some time code sync stuff or like an audio module. I think that's what it is. It looks like an audio module. And then maybe you're running some wireless mics or something. Got a BP battery to power the whole thing. Just a ton going on there. Let me check the comments, see if you've said of what any of it is. Let's see. Okay, so Andrew G says that's mine. It is delicious. Okay, rigged for fun. Okay, A7S3, sick, dude. Great looking rig. Let's see. Okay, yeah, very cool. Just so much going on here. Tons of stuff on it. I love the rig. I want to spend more time like breaking this whole thing down. I feel like we could almost make a whole video about this rig, but like, what is this thing? It almost looks like an HDMI splitter or something. You got a couple HDMIs. No, it's not a splitter because I can see HDMI in and HDMI out. So I'm not sure exactly what this is on the top. Maybe it's a wireless transmitter going from the monitor and it's a wireless transmitting. I think that must be what's going on there. But yeah, dude, good looking rig. Oh, whoa, getting a little crazy. It's just trying to zoom out. Yeah, sick looking rig. Got the Nucleus Nano on there for pulling focus. Just a ton going on. I wish I could have pulled all the photos in, but too hard to pull them on. Okay, yes, this wireless HDMI transmitter there on the top. So when I got a little closer, I could tell what was going on there. So yeah, dude, thank you so much for sending it in, dude. Great looking rig. Yeah, love to see it, man. It's really cool. So yeah, I wish I could see all the other angles and everything. Let me know in the comments what the battery with all the little things plugged into it on the side is on the Magic Arm. I wanted to figure out what that was. I think it's for audio, but I can't tell for sure. There's still a couple different rigs in here that I want to get to. I don't want to miss anyone's. This is just too much fun. So let's get right to it. Don't waste any time. If this is yours, please leave a comment below. I'm trying to keep track of whose everyone is. Yeah, sweet looking rig. Looks like a Panasonic GH4 or GH5. Can't tell exactly from this angle. I think this is the first Rode lavalier mic we've seen, so that's sweet. How does that work for you? Does it get good audio? I love the small form factor. I use the wireless like Filmmaker one, and it's huge because it has AA batteries in it. Obviously not rechargeable, and it works great. But man, I've been kind of eyeing this for that small form factor. Yes, and GIMS Studios, I will get to yours. If you've submitted it, I will definitely get to it. I will get to all of them. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I have your photos downloaded, so no worries. All right, so back to this rig. Got the Tilta matte box on the front. I feel like it's almost like a 50-50 split on my channel. Like half y'all are rocking the, oh, well, I realized you can still see all my lights here. Let me zoom back in, sorry. So half of you guys are rocking the Tilta, half of you guys are rocking the small rig mounts. You know, both of them I think are great, good price point for the matte box. And then also looks like the Tilta follow focus with, you know, like we said, I think, it's hard to say. Those don't look like Rokinon lenses. It's a Mikey. I can see that now. The logos, you guys aren't gonna be able to see it on the stream, but so he's rocking the Mikey cinema lenses, and yeah, that looks really nice. Let's see here. Okay, so Cayenne Paltoff Videography says, that's mine, very small at the moment. No, dude, it looks great. Really good start. Love the rig. What I will say is start with the top handle upgrade. When you get the money, you can get one for about $40, maybe $50 from Small Rig that will allow you to mount a monitor to the front. Make sure you get one with airy locating pins if you can, because then you can just screw the monitor right to the front right here and keep your center of gravity really low with the monitor in the front. Then you don't have to have that cold shoe up there. Maybe you use that for mounting something else, but I imagine that's where you've mounted a monitor before. But yeah, get that top handle, put the monitor in the front, and I think you will be set. Great looking rig, like the cage. Again, what camera is that? The GH5? I can't tell exactly from this angle. Is that GH4, GH5? Looks like something like that. But yeah, awesome looking rig, dude. I love it. Thank you so much for submitting. I got to keep this going. There's a couple more left, and I want to make sure we get to them. So this one's yours. Please leave a comment right now. I'm going to check Instagram really quick, see if I can see whose this one was. This is Brett the Monster. Brett the Monster. Sick. Yeah, great photo, dude. I mean, this like looks like the thumbnail of like a really nice freaking YouTube video or Instagram post or something. So good looking camera, good looking rig, everything like that. You'll love to see it. So right out of the box, it looks like the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro. That's what it looks like to me. I definitely recognize, whoa, what's going on? I'm throwing like a crazy eraser on there. So yeah, I recognize the cage. I just did a review on this channel of the Pocket 6K Pro. It was the last video I posted. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. But yeah, it looks like we're rocking the 6K Pro with the small rig cage. Love this cage. It's really nice. And the 6K Pro is sick. So yeah, Brett Putman says, that's me. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you so much for submitting. Great looking photos. I love this reflection on the front of the matte box. It's like this kind of pinkish red. How did you do that? You got like a red RGB light there or what? I love that. That looks sick. So the follow focus, is that from Movo? It almost looks like it says Movo in there. I can't tell for sure, but it's not a, it's got to be Movo because I can see right here on the thing it says Movo. Sweet. So yeah, it's got a Movo follow focus, looks nice. Got the carbon fiber rods. Again, it's got the aesthetics. It's lightweight. You'll love to see it. And then I can't tell from this angle if that's the small rig or the Tilta, something like that. Oh, okay, wait. Two different matte boxes. Okay, two different matte boxes. Obviously, we've got the Polar Pro Base Camp on here, which is my favorite, personal favorite, fan favorite matte box. It is expensive, but the variable ND system is fantastic. So rocking a nice wooden side grip here. I love that. The aesthetic is really nice. And it looks like, let me see. Yep, got the Samsung T5 SSD. So you're doing that external recording there. Got a big monitor on top. Can't tell if that's a 5-inch or a 7-inch. Here's what I will say. The rig is beautiful, but I've found a flaw. Enhance. Boys, what do we got here? Oh, it's a magic arm. No magic arms. It just, man, with a monitor that heavy, don't lie to me. I know this thing has like rotated over before. You know it's happened. Yeah, so get a little monitor mount on the front there. You can't do it with this top handle, unfortunately. There's no on the front. Like, you have that 1/4 20 thread, so there's no way to mount that little small rig monitor mount. So if you get a different top handle, you'll be able to easily throw it on there. That's what I would do. Makes it a little bit easier to mount it. Oh, wait. Let's enhance, boys. He does have one. So you got, you've updated. This is good news. I like this. I really like this. Brian Braha says he failed. No. He's already changed the setup right here. I can see he's got the area locating pin monitor mount right there to the front of this handle. So beautiful. You'll love to see it. So looking good. And this lighting is just perfect. Perfectly on point. So great looking rig, dude. Looks like you're rocking Manfrotto tripod setup, I believe. That looks nice. And then the battery almost hid away from me there. Got a battery on the back. Looks like possibly a Sony NPF battery on the back, or maybe a BP battery powering the Pocket 6K. You don't typically see that for the 6K. Most guys rock the V mount, but I respect it. The nice thing here is that you still have all that space to see the back LCD, so no V mounts getting in the way. That's nice. And then it looks like you're rocking the Sigma 18 to 35. Correct me if I'm wrong, but looks like the 18 to 35. All right, so yeah, dude, it's a great looking setup. Brett, good job, dude. Yeah, he's saying it's two different cameras. One is the 6K Pro and one is the 4K. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, dude, no worries, man. Great looking rigs. I think it's a really nice setup, and I'm interested which little base plate you're using here on the bottom. Let me know which one that is. Looks interesting because you've got the camera mounted on top of it, then the 15 mil rods, and then boom, right to this, to the Manfrotto plate. That's an interesting little piece there. I've seen something similar to it, but love to know exactly what that is. Yeah, this looks awesome, dude. Good looking rig. Yeah, I mean, I think between the two rigs, you've got really great look. And this is a good tripod too. The Komodo K5 is really nice. If you guys are looking for a tripod, it's a little bit more expensive. I think it's like $300 or $400. It's a very nice tripod head though. So solid metal. Very cool, dude. Thank you so much for submitting it, Brett. I love it. It's a good looking rig. So let's move on. There are a few left. I know some of you are hanging out, waiting. So let me get to those. There's a couple left. I'm not going to miss anyone, I promise. If you've submitted yours while we've been in the live stream here, I will get to it. Okay, let's see here. So I'll get to this one now. All right, here we go. All right, so if this one is yours, please comment below. Let me check the chat here, see if I can see whose this one was. Okay, this was Gims. Yeah, so we're getting to yours now. Thank you so much for submitting yours. All right, so what are we rocking here? Can't tell exactly. Let me check the other angle. Kind of looks like a Panasonic. It's hard to say for sure. Looks like a Panasonic camera. Let me know in the comments, dude. But yeah, so much. Yeah, Gims, what's up, dude? Which camera are we rocking here? Can't tell from this angle exactly. Is it a Sony? Can't tell. But yeah, so interesting setup. Thanks for submitting. I like that you got it on the gimbal. You don't see everyone. No one else submitted one with a gimbal. So standing out here with the Crane 3 Lab. Great gimbal. Obviously holds a lot of weight. And then you've got, I can't tell exactly what this is, but it looks like a ring light or like a flash ring light or something on the front. What exactly are you rocking on the front there? Just trying to figure it out. Okay, let's see. Gim says it's the A7 III 20mm f1.4. Gotcha. Yeah, I was trying to figure out exactly what it was from this angle. It's so hard to tell, but yeah, I can see barely now that it says Sony there. So what is this thing on the front though? Is it a flash or ring light or something? I think that's interesting. Maybe if you do like events or weddings and it's dark and you want to throw that on there, I think that's cool. So very, very cool, dude. Let's see. It looks like you've got a shotgun microphone on there. Again, why? Let me just ask you why. Not totally necessary. You don't need it unless you actually use that audio. Looks like you've got the wireless transmitter system, so you could put like your phone or whatever on there on the bottom. But yeah, dude, this looks good. I like the cage. Is this one from Small Rig? Kind of looks like a Small Rig cage. Obviously, you don't have too much built around the camera because it'll get really heavy when you're rocking on the gimbal. But I think this looks good, dude. Really nice looking rig. Let's check out the back here. Rocking the newer monitor, 5-inch it looks like. So obviously you can see everything you're doing really well. You've got it on an articulating arm. I would say those ball heads, they just spin off. You hit them, they get a little bit annoying. So try to find a little bit more of a solid way to mount the monitor on the side if you can. I know they make a bunch of different mounts that are a little bit more solid instead of like this thing going up and down. And I know you've done it. I know you've knocked it and it like rotated on you. So yeah, dude, great looking rig though. Thank you so much for submitting. I see you've got, just a shotgun mic mounted here on the side of the cage. It looks sick, dude. Thank you so much for submitting and hanging out. It's a clean rig. I don't have a ton to add because there's not a ton of things built around on it, like ton of things built onto it, but it makes sense because it's on a gimbal. I mean, I rock pretty much just the naked camera. And Gim Studio says it's an LED light. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was trying to figure out exactly what it was. It kind of just looks like an LED ring light or something. So you must do like events or clubs or something like that. So you need that extra light, which makes sense. On the A7 III though, it does pretty well in low light. So I am a little bit surprised. I think if you shoot wide open, you should do good. Like you're at f1.8 on a 20 millimeter, f1.8 A7 III, and you can shoot at a pretty high ISO. So I think you could get really good light. All right. Thank you so much for submitting, dude. Checking out the comments here. What's up, Stephen Cooley, dude? How you doing, man? It's been a long time since seeing you. Welcome into the live stream, dude. Hope you were doing well. We did some funny pranks back in the day with him. I believe it or not, you guys probably have no idea. I used to do a couple pranks on this channel. Like I have like 3 or 4 pranks way back, the very first videos I ever posted on this channel, like in 2013. So welcome in, dude. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we're getting to the final rig here, down to the wire, and I want to make sure we get to it. So let's jump right into it. Here we go. Final rig here. Let me see if I can check Instagram really quick, see whose this one was. Let's see, Cayenne P Videography. So Cayenne P Videography looks like, no. I think we already did hers, or did his. Let's see. Sorry, Philister 109. Some of the rigs, they all blend together, look really similar. So Philister 109 says it's a Pocket 4K with small rig components. Sick. Sorry, I got it mixed up with the other one. All right. So sick looking rig here. Pocket 4K, it's kind of hidden in there. It's a little bit hard to see, but let me see. Maybe I can brighten this up for you guys. I can actually see what's going on here. There we go. All right, so rocking the Pocket 4K looks like maybe a Foca matte box on the front. It's got the little blue like knobs and things. It looks like it's probably Foca. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, and then this follow focus I believe is from Foca as well. I believe so. It's one of the Foca ones. So sick. I had the Foca matte box, Foca follow focus. All of them work really nicely. Rocking a small rig cage on the Pocket 4K, small rig top handle. Man, it's funny because I really like this top handle, but it just doesn't have any mounting spots in the front. There's no threads, no area locating pins to put the monitor in the front of the monitor instead of on the top. And I see everyone's doing this, but I'm going to tell you, once you switch to the life where you put the monitor in front of the handle, it's nice. It's really nice. because again, you're working with that cold shoe, and I guarantee when you're holding that rig like pointing down a little bit, that there is a risk of that monitor just sliding out of the cold shoe if you get a heavy monitor on there and a heavy battery and everything. And that's terrifying. You just don't tighten it down enough and it just pops off or whatever. So it's really nice to use that small rig little monitor mount with area locating pins. So something I would recommend, switching out the handle if you can and getting the little mount on the front. Be a really easy way to get that monitor a little bit lower. Looks like you're rocking, I think, the Condor Blue HDMI cable. I know what's his name, Gerald Undone. I think he just did like a full review on their cables, and he got like a purple edition or something, which is kind of cool. I don't know. Let me know. Do you like the coiled HDMI cables? For me, I usually don't like them because they end up like just like pulling too much because they're kind of springy. So especially if I use it on like a gimbal, that spring like pulls on the motors and stuff. And so I've found a little bit of issue with them. But if you don't have issues with it, I think that's great. I see you're rocking a full V-mount battery in the back. I love that. Obviously, that V-mount battery with the Pocket 4K is super necessary, so you can get really good battery life out of it. So, yeah, dude, that looks sick. Got the 15mm rods on there, so you can mount all of your different accessories really easily. It's a good-looking rig, man. And here we go. On the top, you got the SSDs. You can do your external recording. Yeah, looks really nice. Solid rig. Really similar to how I would rig out a Pocket 4K, man. Thank you so much for submitting. You have a nice camera rig there. It's a good build. So let's see here. Any other comments? Anything pop in? Let me double check. I'm going to refresh really quick. Make sure I'm not missing anyone's submissions or anything like that. Oh no, we're getting more. How long can we do this? We are hour and 50 minutes deep. Okay, I'm going to have to cut it after these. So like I'm going to download these last submissions. So if you've already submitted yours, I'm going to review it. But I'm getting a lot, and I'm just trying to, I don't want to miss anyone's. I feel bad. So, all right. Whoa. Okay. Sick. Cool rigs here. It's funny because I don't know, like, you know, what kind of rigs you guys are rocking and everything. And then some will pop in and they're just really different than I expect. So very cool. Let me see. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Got some very interesting rigs here. Let me see if I can get another angle on it. Wow, this is interesting. Okay. Very cool. Okay, I can't get all the photos in because it's a lot, but I'll get as many as I can. All right, hang tight. I'm dropping in just a couple more photos here. But yeah, these are sick. Thank you guys so much for submitting. Hang out. I'm about to get to the final rigs here. If you guys submit anything after this point in the stream, it's just a little bit too late. We've been going for almost 2 hours, but I didn't want to miss anyone's rig. If you guys have been enjoying this, please hit like right now. It's really nice to have a community and just to hang out with you guys and talk to everyone. Please make sure you're subscribed, hit like, everything like that. Because yeah, it's fun to have a full community and just hang out with you guys. So here we go, dropping into Photoshop. Let me see whose one this is. Please leave a comment right now if this is yours. I want to make sure don't mess this up. So it looks like that's my Lee. That's my Lee. Thank you so much for submitting, dude. This looks sick. Let me know in the comments which camera and everything like that we're rocking. So that's my Lee. He's rocking a Canon camera. That's the first Canon camera of the night. So sweet. Can't tell exactly which model it is. Looks like he's got a battery grip on it for extended battery life. Yeah, I can't tell the exact model, but thanks so much for for submitting your rig. So we've got the top handle. Yeah, this is interesting. So you've got the top handle, and then you've got the small HD focus. It looks like the small HD focus 5 on top of that. So it starts to get a little tall. Here's what I'd recommend. And if you've been watching for a minute, you already know what I'm going to say. You've got threads here in the front of your top panel that I can see, a handful of them. If you can, mount the little small rig monitor mount to the front there, and then you can get rid of this. And I actually really love that like little tilt flip. I use it on my small HD sometimes, but I actually got rid of it recently because if you put the monitor mount on the front, the one that has a swivel, you can attach that to the front, but then swivel it around when you want to see yourself. So if you're filming yourself and you need to get framed up, it's not like the monitor's only facing back towards the camera operator. You can swivel it. So yeah, that'll get the center of gravity a little bit lower and allow you to get rid of this top part that makes it taller, even on top of the top panel. That's probably what I would do. Rocking the shotgun microphone. I'm like beating a dead horse now, but trying to figure out why people are still putting them on their rigs today. You could save the space, save the time. Unless you're really using that audio, I don't think you have to have it. Record with a lavalier, boom mic, whatever it is. It looks like you probably actually do record. I see like a little like mic, a little mic shield back here with headphones. So you know how to make good audio, and we all know there's not good audio coming out of this microphone. So just lose it. You don't need it. It looks cool on the camera, but you don't need it. Whoa, going all over the place. And then obviously you've got some sound panels. So you know what good sound is. And the shotgun microphones, they just don't provide good sound. So I don't think you need it. Obviously leave it on there if you actually use it. Yeah, I got the matte box on here. It looks like the tilt-to-matte box. Can't tell from this angle. Let me know in the comments, dude. He's saying that he's got the Canon 90D. So great, good camera. And then he's got a little, okay, I'm seeing the cage now. So you do have like the universal cage mount on here, which I can see. So it's got like the cheese plate on the bottom, a rod so you can get it to whatever height you want. And it looks like you're using that because you have the battery grip on there. Those battery grips make it really hard to get a full cage because they don't make many cages for cameras with battery grips on them. So it makes sense why you're using the universal mount there with the little rod that goes up to get it to the right height. I think it works, so it does the job. Oh yeah, I'm even seeing your guitar now. So I know you're a music guy. You know how to make good sound. Yeah, dude, good looking rig. Yeah, not a ton of changes. I would just say, he said, Miles says, I already ordered it after you said it. Very nice, dude. Love to see it. I think you're going to be really happy with that new setup. So thank you so much. I got to keep going. I got to keep jamming so we don't miss anyone else. Here is another submission. This is definitely an interesting one. Let me see if I can get a better image here and pull up the username. Let's see. Okay, so username for this is rigrig24. He sent a ton of photos. Sorry, I could just download as many as I could. And he says, it's not an everyday use, but I just built it for your live stream, Super 8mm wannabe. That's sick. I did a whole video on like a Super 8mm wannabe. So we're thinking the same here. I love this. I mean, you got to tell me, man, what is this little handle on the bottom? That looks so cool. That grip, that's sick. Very cool looking rig. I love that Super 8 vibe. It looks like, yeah, so the Z cam, I can't tell exactly which model it is. Is it the E2 or, it's hard to say which one it is, but got the Z cam. That's the first Z cam of the night. So you love to see it. Thank you for, bringing Z cams into the stream here. And then the lens on the front looks like a Laowa lens. I can't say for sure. Let me know in the comments exactly what it is, but it looks like a Laowa lens. And then you've obviously got the EVF back here on the back, which I think is cool. This is the port keys EVF, is that cool kind of wooden accents. Yeah, this is interesting, man. Really cool setup. So HDMI coming out of the camera, going right into the EVF. So you're not using a monitor because the Z-Cam, this is not a monitor on top. It's just for menus, no monitor on the back. And then boom, you're just looking right through the eyepiece to see your image and you're holding it with that handle. So really interesting setup. To be able to just like kind of hold it like this and look through it and see everything. And then it looks like you're using this for a battery power supply on the side here. I've got like a battery bank, and I think that must be powering something. I don't know if it's powering the EVF. Excuse me, if it's powering the EVF or the camera, but it's powering something there. Yeah, dude, sick rig. Very interesting looking. Haven't seen anything quite like that before. So thank you so much for sharing. That's a lot of fun to look at. So check out the comments here really quickly, and we are going to be wrapping up really soon. So, all right. Brian Barajas says, actually, the sound grab from the shotgun can be sync and post if you record sound separately. Yes, it totally can. Usually the internal scratch audio is good enough for like syncing up your audio if you record it somewhere else, but it will obviously be a little bit better. Micah says, that's what I use the shotgun on top for, scratch audio. I also do run and gun documentary sometimes, and a mic on top is better than the internal one. For that audio, can't mic everyone up every time. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think it's great for run and gun documentary stuff. If you have to do it, shotgun microphone is your only option if you can't actually mic everyone up. So no issues, man. I totally get that. Yeah, and I'm bummed. I think we might have missed you, Rig 24. I think you must have jumped out already, but thanks so much for submitting. This is a really fun looking rig. Let's see. Brian again saying, I recently used scratch audio for a movie, small projects, overdubbing, and so on. Yeah, totally get that. All right, let's see if there's any other ones that I'm missing, and then we'll be wrapping up here shortly, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me make sure I get everyone's camera rigs reviewed, the final ones that I've submitted. I think there's just a couple left, so let me make sure I've got them. Here we go. Okay. If you're still hanging out with me, thank you again. There are a few left, so let's make sure we get to them. Yeah, Micah Foster saying it looks like a Bolex inspired rig. Yeah, it's really interesting. All right, so we got another one pulled up here. It's a couple rigs all in one. Beautiful rig shot here. You'll love to see it. It's fun to see. I don't know. I know you guys all do this. You just love to look at other people's rigs and see what they're rocking. So looks like we got the Ursa Mini 12K. Maybe it's the G2. Can't tell for sure. 12K or G2. And this one is submitted by, let's see, Bear Vision PND. Bear Vision PND. So cool looking rig, dude. Thank you so much for submitting. Very interesting setups here. So you're rocking all black magic. I see. Let's see. I want to draw on this really quickly. All right. So he's got, it looks like a Pocket 6K or 6K Pro. It's got to be the 6K, I think, because he's using ND filters on the front, which you probably wouldn't use with the new 6K Pro because they're internal, but can't say for sure. And then, like I said, it looks like one of the Ursa Minis on the side here, the G2 or the 12K. And then got the Portkeys monitor on top, 5-inch, really good monitor, super bright in daylight. Atomos Ninja V, also great monitor, really good in bright daylight. It's powering the Ninja V off of the V-mount battery, which is nice. I can see you've got the Vaxis, I believe it's the Vaxis wireless transmitter with SDI looping out. So that's great. Get that monitor for the DP, or excuse me, the director or whatever. Rocking the 15mm rods on both of them, so you can add your wireless follow focus. Got a nice matte box on the front. Looks like a 2-stage matte box. Can't tell the exact company, but that looks really nice. Let's see, what else are you rocking here? The cage, I can't tell for sure, but it looks similar to a small rig cage. Looks like you have a cam bait mount for the 15mm. And then, we've got a problem. What is it, boys? It's got articulating arms. I give people a really hard time for that, but honestly, sometimes you just have to use them if you don't have anything else. I mean, but it works. If you can, obviously try to mount the monitor to the front of the top handle instead of using the articulating arms, because like it's just wasted space. It goes up, it goes back, spins around. You can throw one on there really easily to the front. I think you even have, I see over here, it looks like this top handle has area locating pins, and this one might. I think this model does have area locating pins actually of this top handle. So that way, get that little small rig monitor mounts, and then you can get rid of the articulating arms. All right, Bear Vision Photography and Design. Yeah, sweet. So jumped in. He says it's the G2. That's me. And it's the 6K Vanilla. Yeah, dude. So I've got the 6K as well. Love the camera. It's really nice. I just did a review on the 6K Pro. I don't know if you guys saw that on the channel, but really great upgrade as well. If you're looking to upgrade or you have the 4K, go with the 6K Pro. Skip the 6K at this point. But yeah, that's why I've got the variable ND filters here on the front. And I'm interested which one that is. The blue ring, I believe, is the Buff Nerds. But let me know. Sick rigs though, and I know you sent one other photo. Let me see if I can get to that. So this is the big boy right here, man. I got a really big rig for this. It looks like, let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, so it's the Crane 3S, I think. It's rocking the Crane 3S. Let me see if I can draw on this. So it's rocking the Crane 3S and the G2 with the V-mount battery on the back, the full matte box, even the top handle. Dude, I don't know how you hold this thing up. This is heavy. Like, this is honestly a heavy rig. And even got the honey down in the corner, rigging out the camera, keeping things sweet. Yeah, so let's see. Looks like the Atomos. This looks like the Atomos Shinobi 7-inch. Is that what we're rocking here, dude? I like that. You don't see that very often. I think it's the Shinobi 7-inch because it doesn't have a recorder, but you got dual battery slots. You can hot swap. Got dual HDMI in and out and SDI in and out. And then it looks like you're rocking to the Vaxis wireless transmitter. So yeah, good looking rig. Obviously you've got, everything mounted on the top here. What I will say is I know that they make mounts for these type of like rings that it will allow you to put these on in a little bit different way. So you don't have to use these, because I guarantee you these things are spinning around on you when you're moving quick. I know they make little mounts that will allow you to get those down a little bit lower. So I would look into that. But sick rig. Yeah, this ring mount is, whoa, what just happened? Sorry. This ring mount is, really nice to get full grips on either side. But dude, yeah, when you're rocking this thing is heavy. So definitely. And Bear Vision Photography says, yes, it's the Prism Effects by Buff Nerds. Yeah, I thought I spotted one of theirs, so that's cool, dude. And he says he does freelance, theatrical, and commercial DP. Very cool, dude. Yeah, great rig. Ton of stuff on there. See down here, you've got a spot for a V-mount battery, which I had this exact same clamp. Clamped it inside, and then I just throw a V-mount on there. Yeah, I guess, if this crane can handle that much weight, you don't have to take the V-mount off and like put it down there. If it can handle it, then it can handle it. It's all going to be the same weight on your arms anyways. And then I can see, you've got the Nucleus Nano up here. What I will say is I've done this before. I've done the ring mount with the Nucleus Nano clamped on the side, but it's super hard to pull focus. I don't know. Let me know. Can you do it? Because like for me, when I have my grip, like I can't reach and grab that, or I don't know, it's just awkward. So if you can find a way to mount that or use the Tilta Nucleus Nano side focus grip I've talked about in a bunch of videos, you can actually mount that to the side and then hold on to it as a grip to hold up the rig and still pull focus just with your pointer finger. And it's nice. That's what I would do. That's the biggest change I would make, is probably adding that. The only thing is it does have to be actually wired with a cable when you use the focus handle, which may present a problem when you're rocking a ring grip on this, because then the cable would like run from here to the side and that might get snagged. So I don't know. This might be the best option, but I know it's hard to pull focus with that. But yeah, dude, great looking rig. Obviously you have NATO mount here, so you can quickly pull the top handle off, get rid of some of that weight that you don't need when you're rocking. But yeah, dude, looks great. cool rig, ton of stuff on there. Thank you so much for submitting. Appreciate that. Got in there in the last moment. He says that top silver piece is a quick release for an easy rig. Yeah, that makes sense. So I was going to say, I was like, dude, this is killer to hold, like pretty heavy. It's got to be like between 15, maybe 20 pounds. So yeah, throwing a freaking full easy rig over. And so you just take that weight off when you're rocking a long day. It's really nice to have. So I haven't seen that mount before. That's definitely interesting. The quick release for that. That's really cool. So, and then he says, I'm pretty much flexing the thumb to pull. It's difficult. Yeah, dude, I've been there. It's really hard to pull focus with this. That would be like my next, like a goal for you. What I've seen that works really nicely is actually the Nucleus M. If you upgrade to the Nucleus M, has really nice grips for pulling focus. And they have like area mounts on them. So you could actually probably mount it to the outside of your ring and use one of them as a grip and pull focus that way. So the Nucleus Nano does have a grip as well. You would just have to figure out how you're wiring it back to the motor because it's a little bit more, it's just more cables on a gimbal. It's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, dude, thank you so much for submitting. This is a beautiful rig. If you've submitted anything, since we've already been doing these live streams. Sorry, I won't be getting to it today because we're running 2 hours. I think this is the longest live stream I've ever done. A bunch of people have already dropped off. So thank you guys all so much for submitting your different camera rigs. It's been so much fun to hang out. I just kept going. 2 hours deep into this to try and get to everyone's rig. So again, hit like if you've been enjoying this, hit subscribe, make sure all that kind of stuff, because it's just fun to be here together, make a community out of this, and see the cool rigs you guys are building. You guys impressed me tonight. I've seen so many cool different things that I've never seen before. And hopefully some of my advice helps too to make your rigs even that much better. I've learned a lot from you guys, so I really appreciate it. Anyways, I better let you guys go. If it's nighttime where you're at, have a good night. If it's the day on the other side of the world or whatever, have a great day. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. Thanks again so much. See you later. Take it easy.